Hi, everyone. This is Sarah Russell, and today I wanted to talk about what it means to keep going as a holistic nutrition or health practitioner in extremely stressful times. So we are currently going through one of the most stressful moments in living memory for most human beings alive on this planet. We are on year 3 of a global pandemic. We are on month, 2.5 of a new war. There's inflation, there's concerns about food scarcity and shortages. A lot of people are living in areas where weather conditions have become more extreme, and people are concerned about crops making it, and about being able to care for any animals that they have, as well as their own families, feeding, caring and feeding for their family, caring for and feeding their families, taking care of basic and non-basic financial needs. We are additionally in a moment where a lot of people's bandwidth is greatly reduced. So a lot of people are feeling like they have less to give, and like they're receiving less in terms of community support, friendship, relationships. Some people are really afraid of starting their nutritional therapy or holistic health practice because it feels like, who's going to pay me for services at a time like this when there's so much uncertainty? How am I going to be able to grow my business in a time like this? Even if you have already established your business, you might be afraid of making less money or not being able to keep up with the needed growth curve, or even just with inflation. So I wanted to speak to some of this today, and to talk about why, in my opinion, it's incredibly important, and probably more important than ever, to persevere, but why we need to get out of the sort of the rut of the hustle and go framework, which I'm going to call the sympathetic dominant approach to running a business, and why, by contrast, we actually need to be thinking about parasympathetic frameworks for running our business, and why the verb that we need to really focus on is unhustle. So our nervous systems are under pressure, and the last thing that we need to be doing to ourselves as humans and as professionals in a service industry is to ruin our nervous systems further by putting pressure on ourselves and using frameworks that are damaging to the nervous system, by using schedules that are damaging to our nervous system because they don't take into account our need for sleep, rest, rejuvenation, hobbies, relationship, connection, movement. All these things are essential. Creativity and curiosity, essential human needs that often get forgotten, especially in the busy life of a professional who feels like they have to perform. Same thing with our frameworks of setting financial goals. It's important to set financial goals that will help you support your family while building or growing a practice, but it's very damaging to pressure yourself in ways that set unrealistic goals, or that set realistic goals, but without an understanding of the action steps that you need to take in order for those goals to be met successfully. And a lot of people give up because they don't have the right community support. They don't have the right framework. They don't have a calm nervous system. This is an incredibly important asset in today's world. And it doesn't mean that you have to have a calm nervous system now, or that if you've never had a calm nervous system, you'll never have one in the future. It doesn't mean that you are doomed to failure. You can have the most rattled nervous system on the planet right now as you listen to me speak, but you can still learn techniques to help you thrive in a parasympathetic framework for your holistic health practice. This is incredibly important. So I wanted to talk about how my course, Foundations in Practice, actually does all of these things. So it is, to my knowledge, the only foundational short business course that starts with mindset. And it's always been like that ever since I started the course. I think anyway, it was nonetheless one of the most important pillars, even if it might not have been, actually, now that I think about it, I think it might not have been the initial first module, and then I reshuffled it because I thought, wow, this is incredibly important. So nonetheless, it was one of the pillars, one of the 4 pillars, and then it ended up, the course ended up evolving into a 5-week course, of which mindset then became the very first week. I think first it was maybe the 3rd week, which did not mean that it wasn't central in importance. It was one of the, like I said, one of the 4 pillars. I just realized that as the pandemic was what was happening and going on, that mindset actually, even outside of pandemic times, is the foundation of the foundations of having a successful business. So we start by exploring what might be holding us back. And a lot of people literally have no idea that they could be having thoughts or beliefs that are setting them back. We all have those all of the time. It doesn't matter how enlightened we are. It doesn't matter how professional we are, how successful we are, how much we make. We all have self-defeating beliefs or thoughts of some kind that are affecting us as professionals. So if you're listening to this, chances are you are a professional who is either on the verge of starting or growing a practice, or wanting to keep a practice open and wondering, how do I do that in a challenging and stressful time like this? So we start with foundations. With Foundations in Practice, we start by going over mindset issues. We then transition into time management, money management, setting up a network, and managing your communication around your marketing language. And this is, I think, one of the most complicated things for a lot of service-oriented holistic health professionals to do, is how do I talk about the work that I do in a way that isn't sleazy, salesy, or repugnant to people, that doesn't make people feel manipulated. I talk to people all the time who say, I don't want to use pain points in my marketing. And you don't have to, if that doesn't feel aligned with your values. That's incredibly important. So don't stop because you think that that's the only way to do it. So what I'm trying to say here is that Foundations in Practice provides you with a framework to authentically deliver the services that you want to deliver to the people that you most want to serve, and helping them solve the problems that you would like to help people solve in such a way that you're making money, that you are not only not increasing your stress, but actually your daily emotional well-being is increasing and improving instead of worsening. Your nervous system is calmer instead of being more agitated. Your time management is improved, and you have a better sense of how to schedule your time, how to evaluate and assess how your time management skills are moving along, and what to change as you go, how to do financial projections while being realistic, and how to set a fee schedule that is fair to your clients as well as fair to yourself, and how to divide up your income streams in a way that allows you to make the annual income that you need to make in order to support your family and do the things not only that you need to do, but also that you want to do, including your business overhead. Additionally, we cover skills that will help you build a successful and supportive network that will refer clients to you while you refer clients to the other members in your network as well. And like I said, talking about your services in a way that is fully aligned with your needs and who your clients are. So recognizing who your ideal client is and speaking directly to that person in a way that is fully aligned with who you are, and how you want to present yourself, while at the same time speaking a language that your ideal client will be able to understand and will help them feel seen, heard, and understood, so that they can then connect with you. So the way that Foundations in Practice is set up is that you will, when you sign up for the course, you receive access to a platform where you'll be able to observe and tap into the different module activities. So before each Zoom meeting, which is an hour long, you will watch a video where all the content for the week is presented. You'll receive an email where you receive the prompts that you will work on before you come to our live meeting, where we workshop the what you've written, what you put together and reflected on, so that you can get individualized feedback on your mindset challenges, on your money management, on your time management, on your network building, and on your marketing language. So the model is the model of a flipped classroom. You get access likewise to the module slides for each module, and a link to the assessment that you will take in order to get your continuing education units once you're ready to do that. The course comes with 10 continuing education units upon completion of the 5 assessments. And the groups are small. I kept them at 5 participants per class in order to be able to individualize the work that we do in the workshops to each individual who participates in every group. So I'm incredibly pleased with the way that the Foundations in Practice course has evolved over time to serve the needs of practitioners during these incredibly stressful and challenging times, where more than ever before in history, people need the type of holistic health and nutrition support that we have been trained to provide. It's just that we need frameworks that are appropriate for these historical times. Let me go ahead and just kind of share with you what the platform looks like. When you sign up, you'll get access to the course, and this is essentially what you will get at that time. This is the first window that you'll see, and then you'll click into the course, and here's the first module. Here's the video for week 1. The first video is a little bit longer than the others. I think it's about 55 minutes long. The others are around half an hour long. So you'll watch the video. You'll click over here to access the files. So here in the first module, you'll be able to see the slides, and the slides include clickable links on specific pages. For example, over here, you can click on the module, but you will also receive, in the assessment for the module, you will also receive a direct link in the email. So you'll receive the assessment links in multiple places. So yeah, that is essentially what I wanted to cover, and I hope that that you'll sign up for this or a future version of this class. I teach Foundations in Practice once every quarter. So right now it's April of 2022. The next course is starting on April 18th. but I will also be running Foundations in Practice and in the third and in the fourth quarter of the year. So please send me an email if you want more information at Sarah, S-A-R-A, no H, at buildnurturerestore.com. If you have any questions about the course or you want more information or you're ready to sign up and you want to know how to do that. So thank you so much. And again, stay in touch if you have any questions or feedback, and I'll be happy to connect with you on that. Take care.